Docks Marine opens 7 days a week from 8 to 5. Sales, rental, service, all in one place. It's at Docks Marine, 5803 Eichard Ridge Road.
Hello and welcome into the WHKY News for Thursday, July 18th. Ralph Mangum with you. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV on channel 14.2, and we are online at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, WHKY's Rob Eastwood has details on the arrest of a suspect in an officer-involved shooting.
This incident occurred last week here in Newton. The suspect in this case was injured and flown to a Charlotte hospital. He was released from the hospital on Wednesday and brought back to Newton and placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility after the Newton Police Department formally filed charges. 24-year-old Keon Jamez Leach of East 1st Street in Newton was released from Atrium Health Medical Center in Charlotte and arrested without incident. He was transported back to Newton and processed for 4 felony counts apiece of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill and assault on a law enforcement officer with a firearm. Leach is the individual who allegedly fired at police during an incident July 8th. Late that night, the Newton Police Department received a call from the Catawba County Communications Center in reference to a 911 hang-up at the Catawba Pines Apartments on East 1st Street. Upon arrival at the scene, officers were confronted by numerous non-complying subjects in the parking lot. While the officers were trying to find the 911 hang-up caller, they made contact with a man who was brandishing a gun. While attempting to get the man to drop the weapon, the individual reportedly fired several shots at the officers. After a brief standoff, the officers returned fire, striking the man, causing him to fall to the ground. The man, later identified as Leach, was transported to the Charlotte hospital where he remained until his release on Wednesday. Per departmental policies, the officers and deputies involved in the shooting were placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigations. There were no reports of any officers being injured in the incident. Leach was placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $750,000 bond as he awaited a first appearance in district court Thursday. Reporting from the Newton Police Department for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. With some staffing news from Taylorsville, here now is WHKY's Arianna Mack.
Taylorsville Town Council has announced that Nathan Hester will serve as the next town manager. Council voted Wednesday to appoint Mr. Hester as the town manager. He is scheduled to begin his duties on August 26th. Hester was selected from a pool of applicants across the region and state. According to reports, Council chose Hester due to a combination of his education, experience, and personal characteristics. Hester currently serves as the Development Services Director for Bessemer City in Gaston County. His job responsibilities include business recruitment, business retention, and management of all industrial, commercial, and residential development projects. Hester is also responsible for all city planning functions. The Western Piedmont Council of Governments assisted the town of Taylorsville in the manager search process. To get the full details on Nathan Hester, visit the full story at WHKY.com. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna, and congratulations to Nathan Hester. Catawba County Emergency Medical Services has received the American Heart Association's Mission Lifeline E.M.S. Gold Achievement Award for its commitment to offering rapid and research-based care to people experiencing the most severe form of heart attacks and strokes, ultimately saving lives. Emergency medical services staff can begin treatment when they arrive up to an hour sooner than if someone goes to the hospital by car. EMS staff are also trained to provide resuscitation efforts to someone whose heart has stopped. People who arrive by ambulance may also receive faster treatment at the hospital. The Foothills Conservancy of North Carolina has announced the next phase of development at the Oak Hill Community Park and Forest in Morganton. The project is funded by $225,000 in grants from the Beaver Family Foundation, the T.S.H. Charitable Foundation, and the Duke Energy Foundation, along with a direct appropriation from the state of North Carolina. The next phase of park infrastructure will expand the public trail system by 4 miles, furnish a restroom facility at the trailhead, create a sensory garden and orchard in a meadow near the parking area, and advance a community agriculture program on the park's fertile farmland areas. Read more at WHKY.com. Rob, Arianna, and I will be right back with today's crime report. Rob has some Catawba County arrests with 2 suspects arrested for meth and 1 for trafficking in heroin or opium. Arianna checks in with some Caldwell County arrests, including suspects charged with possession of stolen property, trafficking meth, and possession of a stolen vehicle. I have 1 from Iredell as well. In local sports, Jason Savage has softball news from CVCC and from Appalachian State. In community focus, Arianna will tell you about the Catawba Correctional Center's Garden of Hope. And Rob has news as Catawba County has won 6 national awards. Almost 90 today with some thunderstorms in the area. We'll be in the low to mid 80s tomorrow and all the way through the weekend with approximately a 60% chance of rain each day. We'll stay in the 80s next week with a pretty decent chance of rain every day, ranging from about 45 to 75%. You can always find a current forecast posted at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum. You are watching the WHKY News.